हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल NS ऑटोमेशन। गाइस, मैं आपका अपने चैनल NS ऑटोमेशन में बहुत बहुत स्वागत करता हूं। सो टुडे विल सी assertions in Selenium. In this video we'll talk about assertions, types of assertions, and how can we use assertion within Selenium. We'll see a practical implementation of that as well. So those who are new to this channel, guys, please like and subscribe my channel. So first of all, we see what are assertions in Selenium. So assertion is the part of TestNG, and assertions determine the state of application where it is the same what we are expecting or not. If the assertion fails, then the test case is fail and stop the execution. Stop the execution means if some point you find you are not meeting the expectations, that at that point the assertion will mark as a failure. So let me explain you the assertion point of Selenium, why we use assertions in Selenium, right? So assertion, you can say, it's a validation point of by which you can validate your test cases pass or fail. So if I talk about some example, there is a login page and you want to validate that I am able to log in into the application or not. So how you will validate? You will validate either the welcome message, or you will see that the home page is appearing. So that is the validation point, and with that validation point you validate that the test case is passed or failed. So same we'll do here with the help of the assertion. So we'll talk about the types of assertion. There are two types of assertion in TestNG, or you can say in Selenium, that the hard assertion and the soft assertion. Guys, first we'll see about the hard assertion. Hard assertion is the assertion that throws an assert exception, right, when the test case is failed. So basically, when you apply a hard assertion in TestNG or in Selenium, it will mark the failure of your test cases, and it will not execute the line below that. Suppose in any line that assertion marked as failure, it will not execute after that. If you want to execute all the line and all the test cases, all the methods which you are there in the classes, then you have to use the try catch block to execute all the line of your code. Now, if you are using hard assertion, there are few types of hard assertions, like assert equals, assert not equals, assert true, assert false, assert null, and assert not. So these are the 6 types of hard assertions by which we can use, or you can say by which we can validate the test cases. We'll see one by one. So first is assert equals. Assert equals means you want to compare two things. Like I talk about the login page validation point. If you want to validate your test cases pass or not, you can validate that welcome message. So you will see, you will apply assert equals, and it will verify the actual message with the expected one. So you have the expected one, and you will get the actual message from the application, and you will validate these two. If these are equal, then it will be assert equals will mark as a pass. Now we have another assert not equal. This means when the two expected and actual messages are not same. Suppose if there is scenario arises where you need to validate that the two messages should not be same, in that case you will apply assert not equals. After that we'll see assert true. Assert true basically used to validate the boolean type of values, like is displayed, is enabled, right? So we'll pass a condition here. Suppose we want to validate any button on the web page and the button is not appearing or appearing there. So if there is appearing, then this will mark as an assert true, will mark that test case pass. So now is fourth one is assert false. If you want to validate your test case with the help of the assert false, then you need to pass a condition where it will throw a false. Like if you are using it displayed and the button is not displayed on the web page, then it will pass the assertion. Or your test case says that the button should not be there, so it will mark you. Then you can use with the help of the assert false, right? Because that is displayed will throw false, and you will pass the condition over here. After that is assert null. Null basically we can use for the null value. Suppose you have a scenario where you need to validate any string and you need to verify that the default value should be null into the string, then you can see here or you can validate your test case with the help of the assert null, and you will pass the value which you are getting from the web page. So this is the syntax: assert null and that value. Now with the sixth point is assert not null. So assert not null means you are validating your test case and you do not know about the expected result. In that case you will use assert not null. Suppose a random value is coming somewhere and you need to validate that there should be some value, and that value may be anything. In that case you will use this syntax: assert not null. Right? So this is all about the hard assertions and the types of hard assertion are there. Now we'll talk about soft assertion. The soft assertion basically came into the picture due to the disadvantage of the hard assertion. What are the disadvantage of the hard assertion? I told you that if you are using hard assertion, that in that case, if any point your test case get failed, it will not execute the line below that. Mean if you want to execute multiple assertion and on the first assertion it got failed, so it will not execute rest of that, or you can say the rest of the line of your code, it will not execute. So with the help of the soft assertion, you can validate all the assertion point you have. How can we use and what are the types of hard assertion we have in TestNG? We'll see, like assert equals, assert true, assert false. These are the three types we have for the soft assertion if you want to use the soft assertion. Let's talk about how can you use a soft assertion. Soft assertion, if you want to use the soft assertion, then this is a soft assert class is there. To use the soft assertion, you need to create an object for the soft assert class, and with the help of the soft assert class, you can use assert true, assert false, and assert equals to. It's the same method which we are which we have discussed in the hard assertion. Now, one more thing is that if you are using soft assertion, so you need to apply soft assert, that is the assert all. Assert all is the method which collates all the assertion result and marks test as a pass or fail. In order to achieve the desired result, we need to call the assert all method at the end of the test case, which will collate all the exceptions thrown and fail the test case if necessary. Right. So if any of the test case or in any point it will get failed, suppose it will fail or it says false, it will not mark your test case as pass if you are using assert all. Right. So this is all about the soft assertion. Now we'll see a practical implementation of the hard and soft assertion. Now we'll see a practical implementation of hard assertion and soft assertion. Let's see the hard assertion first. So I have created a class hard assertion test here. In this test, I have created a open browser method where I have initialized the driver and opened the Chrome browser with the URL google.com. Now after that, I have created a test hard assert where this is a method where I am validating the hard assertions. I have opened the browser Google, open the Google in the browser, and then I am validating the assertion points down. Like you can see here, I am given all the example that we have in assertion: assert true, assert false, null, not null. Right. So for assert equals to, I have used here you can see here what I have done in the code. I have I am getting the get title of the Google. So what the title is we have on the Google, we store in the variable that is actual title. I have an expected title as well also. Google will be expected title mine, and I have actual title which I will get from the web application that is the google.com. After that, I am printing the actual title which I am getting from there. After that, I am also using a web element, that is the here I am storing an element and this element is for the button, Google search button. So I am storing the element here. Now what I am doing here, you can see first I am using assertion equals. Assert equals means I am passing the assert the title which I am coming from the browser. Yes, and the expected title which I have, I know that it should be the expected title, so I am using this so into the assert equals to, right. So let's first do this. I can run first of all, and you will see here if you can see here, I am only running this assert equals to because I want to show how it's working, right. So I have launching the browser is launched, and if you can see here my test case passes. So what it's done, so you can here see I'm printing the actual title, so actual title is Google, and here it's validate that actual title is equal to the expected title and mark my test assert as passed, right. Suppose I want to fail my assert, so how can I make my assert failure? So you can see in the example of this assert not equals to, here in here example you will see here that actual title is Google, actual title is also Google, and expected is also Google. That means assert not equals to means the actual title and expected title should not be equal. Now in this case it is equal, so it will mark it as failure, and when it get fail here, it will not execute this line. Let me show you. So like you see here assert pass is printed here when the assert is passed, but in case it fails, it will not print this line, because after this line it will not execute any of the single line. So let me run this. So here I have run the my code, and it launched the browser. Okay, so now you can here you can see my test case get failed, and it is showing me the assertion exception error. And what is the error? Did not expect Google, but you have provided Google. Yeah, you can see here I have passed the assert not equals to, and actual title was Google, and my expected was Google. So it is saying that it should not be equal. These two titles should not be equal, right? So this is how it's marked failure, and then after this it's not executed this line, and you will see here it is printed the actual title, but after this line it is not printed this one. So at this point it gets failed, and it is not executed after the line below the line after this assertion. So this is how we can use the assertion, hard assertion. Let's see one more. Let's see, I have written some code here. So I'm showing you the assert 2 also. So I have a element. What element is to find the Google search button. So I'm saying that if element is displayed, means the button is displayed here. So you can say if it displayed, it will return a true. If it is true, it will pass. If it is false, it will mark as failure. So I have also printed that the value which is coming in is exist variable. So it will show you it is true or false. Let me run. So apart from this, I have used the assert false, and I am passing the condition as false. So if you have any condition in same way, you can pass which I have used assert true. If you want to use assert null, you need to pass the null value to make it pass. And if you want to check the assert not equal to, then you need to pass a condition where the value will come the any string, or it should not be null. Like so, let me run this program now. Now here you will see here the Google is launched. Now my test case is passed. Why my test case is passed? Because when I have used this element is displayed, it has returned me is the button displayed equals to true. Yeah, means the value it is come in is exist variable is true, and I have validated it with assert true, and its mark is as true. The condition is true, so its assertion is passed, and it is executed all offline because I have passed all the true condition for every assertion. So by this you can test your assertion. So let's talk about the soft assertion part. Here the soft assertion, I created a method test soft assertion, and using the same code which I have used for the hard assertion. All the code is same. And here I have used all the types of soft assertion: assert true, assert false, assert equals true. So Here I'm using assert true, and it will pass a true condition, it will pass, it will also. Now here I will, so here you can see I am making this line as false. Why I want to mark this line as failure? Because I want to show if at this point or at any point your instruction get failed, it will not stop the execution, it will execute all the line below that, right? So let me run this. So by this I can show you the difference between the hard assertion and the soft assertion. So I have executed this program, and this program will execute the browser, and once the browser Chrome is open, it's mark my test case as failure. If you can say the test case is failed, why it's failed? Because all the things are passed except this assert false. Here for in this condition, he is checking for the condition false, but 1 is smaller than 2 is the condition, that means it is true. 1 is smaller than 2, this means this condition is true, and if this condition is true, it will mark this assert false as a failure. So it marks as a failure, so it is printed that assert has expected false but found true, so it is it's failed here, the test case get failed, but all the lines which I have passed, so you can say assert equals to, it has executed this line as well, it will execute this line as well, it will execute this line as well, right? So it is executed all the line below that if any point it get failed. So this is basically the difference between the hard assertion and the soft assertion. So guys, this is all about today's session. I have shown you the hard and the soft assertion. If you have any confusion, you can ask me by commenting below the video. So guys, if you like the way I am teaching you, please like my video, subscribe my channel for the further updates. Thanks guys, thanks for watching my video.